Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, from Braemar Arena. It's the final championship tilt of the 50th Edina Invitational Tournament. That's the Tradition Edina Invitational Tournament presented by Tradition Companies. You can find all of their great products at traditionco.com. We have a great matchup here featuring two teams that have split this year. They've scored a number of goals, almost 20 in their two matchups. Edina winning in a game up in Duluth with 5 goals in the third period. That one by a score of, I believe, 6-5, and then Wayzata won 6-4 here at Braemar Arena earlier on in the year. Looking at how these two teams got to this championship round, Wayzata has themselves a nice clean sweep, a 4-2 win over Eden Prairie. That back on Saturday, an 8 a.m. tilt. They got out of the wrapper, got out of the bed early and got it done. And then on Sunday the 30th, they defeated Woodbury by 2 goals at 6-4. And then they had a knockdown, drag-out barn burner on the 31st. That would be yesterday, New Year's Eve, a 1-0 win over the St. Paul Capitals. Then yesterday, or this morning rather, they opened up with a 3-0 win over Chanhassen in their semifinal round affair. Meanwhile, for the Edina Hornets, they were the winners of Pool A, the perfect 3-0 record as they work through their tournament field. And we'll take a look at their schedule and how they got here. A 5-2 win over White Bear Lake to open up the tournament. Then they had a 6-4 win over Stillwater. Shut out a very talented Rosemount team by a score of 3-0. They faced off again, and that was another 3-goal game this morning at 8:15. Right here on Braemar West. Edina wins by a score of 4-1. And here we sit now. The last game of the tournament, the third place game going on as well right here as well. We'll pause. We're going to throw it downstairs for the starting lineups. We're going to hear from our own Robin Cook. You have it starting a goal for Wayzata will be number 30, Will Ingeman. Justin Lesser will be one of the defensemen on this very large Wayzata team. They bring some serious size to their lineup. The other defenseman is another tall drink. That's a Logan Wright. And up front it's going to be John Matson. And he's going to be joined by number 16, Wyatt Carlson. And the other forward will be number 11, Andrew Streeter. Tommy Statine will be one of your defensemen for Edina. He'll be joined by number 6, Caden Morgan. And your wings will be number 3, Ryan Andor. He's a sniper. He can put the biscuit in the basket. And also he'll be joined up front by number 16, Prescott Sexton. And then finally up front for Edina will be number 9, Matt Vanderboort. In goal will be Liam Seebeck. And there's the rest of the Edina Hornets. These two teams will be ready to face off in a matter of no time. Here there'll be no anthem as we're ready to go. All right, we're ready to face this one off. Vandervoort will step in against Streeter for Wayzata. Vandervoort for Edina in their white, green, and gold trimmed uniforms. Wayzata, their familiar navy blue, gold, and white, as they're going to regroup in their own zone with Logan Wright. Lost the handle, plays that one up off the boards. It's going to be pinched in and played down the wall. On that play was Edina's Alex Orthy. Now they'll look back up to the neutral zone. Sexton was there, Vandervoort as well. That gets away from Sexton. Now they'll jam up on the boards. Wright was in there for Wayzata as he was joined by John Matson. Now they'll come away with it now on the move. It's going to be Logan Wright. That threw everyone into the Edina zone. It goes. Morgan will retreat, plays this one off the boards. That's cut off neatly there by Matson to the corner. Now it's going to be Wayzata. They're going to walk to the side. Look out, loading up, shooting. That one misses the mark, high off the glass. Now it's going to be Morgan again. Now he gets a little bit of help down low. Back in there was Edina's Tommy Statine. Back up to the line. One player changes and steps on. Now that's going to be Reese Gardner for the Trojans. Now Edina back off the glass, bounces to center ice. It's going to be handled and sent right back into Edina territory. They get two more players out as they'll cycle through on this first change. There's a wrist shot. Redirect scores! Oh, a shot from the point. That one taken by Gardner. It's redirected, and we have a quick 1-0 Wayzata lead. We'll get a good look at that. I think getting the stick on that might have been Caden Nevy. Oh, there's the redirect. Biscuit goes in the basket as that eludes Seebeck, and it's now 1-0 Wayzata. Early on here, 13:46 to go. We expect a lot of goals here. It's been that way when these two teams have played the previous two times. And here we go now, back in across the line. That one misses the mark. We'll await the official call on the goal. Cashin Nave gets the goal. Reese Gardner in on the first assist. There's a shot that's blocked as Edina will try to play this one back into the corner. Gardner is there as he plays it around to the near wing. Deflecting that ahead is Guerin. Now it's going to be chopped at by Edina in the neutral zone. That was off Johnson's stick, and back in behind it's going to be Henches to gather in. Plays that one ahead. That's off the stick of Jimmy Clark, and back in behind again. They'll be working it from left to right. Whitleff plays that. Now off the corner. Clark with it. He'll have to gather in, chips the glass, can't get the zone. That's going to be Morey to make the play. And now they play it ahead to Johnson. Back in across the line. He has a look at the net. That one goes right into the midsection as that's stopped and hung on to. Back at center ice. It'll be Morgan to play that one over. That's controlled in the neutral zone. Big check thrown there by Wurst as he steps up to Shiver. Now it's left wing side for Wayzata. Bounces that one in wide of the mark. Morgan will regroup. He has Johnson crossing to the middle. Morgan looks to his right, decides to keep that, gobbles it up and plays that one in deep as it's going to be Logan Wright to regroup for Wayzata back in his own zone. Down goes a Hornet player in the corner as they'll look to play this one to the left wing side. Wayzata now works it back out of the zone. That one gets away from Statine. Back into the corner it goes. That's off a pair of skates. Fritz takes over to the right wing side. Or check that's Andor with it as he's jammed on the play. And back in behind the net now it's going to be Wright with it. At the line, Andor again with it. Bounces that one through as Matson comes away with it. Angles to the left wing side. Over the outstretched arm of Nick Henches. Back in behind the net. Spun off the puck and staying on it though was Statine, and it's going to be sent right back in. Andor from the right corner. Chips the boards. Wayzata hounding on the forecheck right now. That's O'Connell with it. And now they're going to play it up to the wall again for Nave, who has the game's lone goal as they hold the 1-0 lead. Andor gets it, just sort of nibbles it ahead as he gets to the bench, and they try to make a quick change. Now up high from the slot area. Oh, and that one's off the headgear there. Streeter bids to make that one 2-0. Now Wayzata is going to carry this one up high with O'Connell. Protects the puck, looks and surveys to the right wing side. Gardner, shot, stick save made by Seebeck. Used the pads as well. That one's too far for Fritz, as it's going to make it the length of the ice for an icing call with 10:29 to go in period number 1. Score reads Wayzata 1 and Edina 0 at the Tradition Edina Invitational Tournament. It's been a great weekend, and I'll tell you what, the tournament field here at the Bantam BAA is as good as it gets. The top teams were all assembled here at Braemar Arena, and that included all the way down to Pee Wee B1. We had Bantam AA, Bantam A, Pee Wee AA, Pee Wee B1, Bantam B1. Clark gets a little bit of help from A.J. Dahl, who's going to find an opening and play this one back in behind the net. Edina content to get it in deep and try to play behind the defense. So far, Wayzata's had an answer for that, as they've been breaking the puck out with efficiency. If they don't have one, they go back and go the other way and try again, and they've been successful there. Hendrickson up and out of play. 9:57 to go in the first period. Format-wise, don't forget, we'll resurface ice after the second period, and then we'll bring you back for the third period here as well. So we'll keep it here for periods number 1 and period number 2, as is a custom here to all Bantam AA games in the state of Minnesota. Puck was chopped at there by Graydon Schneider. Now they'll carry this one down low. Tomzik was there. Statine now from the corner. Wants to work it up the wing, but that's cut off on a nice play there by O'Connell. Checked on the play, and Edina's going to work that one back up the ice. That was a Ferris pass to the far corner. Not enough for an icing. Now it's going to be Fritz that's jammed on the end boards. He's going to be an absolute barrel to the end wall on the forecheck and a disruptor to the slot area. Edina will try to win that battle, and they do. They leave up. Ferris sends a shot through. That's blocked. That one gets through the defense and past Morgan. The length of the ice it goes, and icing will be the call on the Wayzata Trojans. A really nice crowd that's assembled here on this New Year's Day. A tournament that started all the way back on Thursday. Bantam A's didn't really start playing until the weekend, though. Kind of ran it as 2 separate tournaments. We had the Walser High School Invitational Tournament going on at the same time, right after Christmas. Uh-oh, look out. There's a shot that's just buzzed wide. That chance by Matson. Big check off the far wall. Edina looks to play this one ahead. Back at the line. Played down toward the goal mouth area, and that's picked up by the defense. That's Whitliff. Now they'll find the tape for Andor. Vandervoort with him at the line, and it's Andor to play that one deep as Lesser is there in front. Oh, and a redirect there. A nice opportunity there. That was Sexton on the bid. Up high at the line, Whitliff's going to come across and pinch and hang on. Gets through traffic. Looks to play this one back down to the corner to Clark, who finds Sexton. Back to Clark. Oh, nice cycle out of the corner. They just missed the mark there. Great play. That one gets past the stick of Morgan, and they're going to have to retreat back into the Edina zone. That came off an Edina stick. It was played ahead now. Clark takes that one from Morgan. That was a nice feed there by the goaltender, Seebeck, to keep it alive and keep the play moving in transition. Back off the end boards. Clark is there in front. Dahl, a shot. Might have hit the glove. A rebound in on goal. 2 golden opportunities for A.J. Dahl. It stays out of the net there as they were greeted by Ingeman as well, just in case. But here's the battle off the end boards. They're going to find the man up in the slot. That's Dahl for a snapper. Wanted high. Cheese didn't get it. But he gets the rebound back, and there's Ingeman to make a nice play there. Shots on goal read 3-2 in favor of Wayzata. Ingeman makes another save. Now we're even up at 3. Dahl with a shot that hits someone on the way in. That's Morgan. His shot blocked. Nice job up front there. These guys tucked the jerseys in. How can we scout them if they're tucked in? Now it's going to be Worst. Pad save. That one's poked. I know you look good, boys, but come on now. Back up to the line for Worst. That's off Clark's skates. Trojans again off the boards. That's McCollins with it. Played back in behind by Dahl. Well, he's had himself a nice campaign so far. Gardner with it from the left wing side. Edina had a partial change, and in doing so, forecheck became a bit passive as Wayzata plays that one back in. Edina now with 6:47 to go in the first stanza. Ferris is there. They pinch up on him with Mason Morey, and it's going to be played back up to the line. Morey is there, and Edina's going to have Ferris to Morgan back to the right wing side. Fritz plays that one ahead. That's off the stick of Schneider and in on goal, as that'll be a stoppage, as it's going to be Ingeman who covers that one up with 6:32 to go in the first period. We're in a really good battle here, led by Wayzata by a score of 1-0. Back behind the net. Osberg was there. Now it's going to be Fritz. Tries to muscle his way back off the end wall as it's cut off by Edina up high with Ferris. Nice job there to win the battle. Tomzik was there for Wayzata. To the line, there's a wrister. That by Henches, it's blocked. 2-on-1 back the other way. Here they go up the left wing side. Oh, that one just misses the mark. A good bid there by Andrew Streeter. Back at center ice it goes. It's going to be Wright with it. He finds his man in the neutral zone, and Guerin and Edina will step up and try to force this one through, as that's played back in behind the net by Fritz. Sexton is there. Wayzata outlets to the left wing side. He's being watched by Whitliff, who keeps the stick busy there. Gets a little bit of help from Wurst on the near side as Sexton guides that one back in behind the net. Lesser is jammed on the play. Sexton in on the forecheck. Whitliff over to the right side. Risks that one through, but that hits a Wayzata player on the way in. Andor pokes to the corner, and now it's going to be Carlson to come away with it. They'll look back up to the right wing side. It's a nice break out there. Matson to center. It's a foot race now. Whitliff jams his man on the play. That's off the right wing wall there for Streeter. A wrist shot that's blocked. Nice job up front by Andor. He finds an opening. He's going to be content to just set that one into the Wayzata zone. It's going to be an icing call with 4:56 left in the first period. We'll have all of the third place and championship games streaming live for you here at the EdinaHockeyAssociation.com through all four of their tournaments. In front it goes. Of course, the Cake Eaters in the books already. We've had a great time with that tournament. This one's about to conclude as well. Up to the right line. It's held on to a wrister. That misses the mark. Morgan comes away with it. Guides it off the glass. That's gobbled up by Gardner as he plays that one back in behind. Stettin comes together with his man. That's Matson as he kicks it up the left wing wall. Pinch down again. Very active is Gardner from that right point position. Now Wayzata takes turns with Edina with some offensive zone time. Another redirect. That one off the gear of Wyatt Carlson. Wayzata controls from the corner. They'll walk this one off, but there's the hustle of Jimmy Clark to force the breakover. The turnover as he breaks up ice. Boy, you do enough of these games, they all become one word. That hits Clark again, and back into the Wayzata zone it goes. O'Connell gets away from what would be a leg check and then gets let up along the way by Schneider. Whitliff gathers it in across the center red line. Whitliff, they're going to say offside at the line. Let's take a look at that one on replay. That was awfully close. You'll see that nice play by Whitliff. He reaches away. That could have been numbers going back the other way. That was a subtle little play there. But look up at the top of your screen right there. Or might have been on the bottom from all I could tell. Wrister in on goal. Nice save, Ingeman. Puck's loose. Back in behind the net. Now Fritz out front. Ingeman again through a scramble. And he covers that one up. There's the first save you see, and then the puck will work its way to the end boards, and they get it back out front. Whitliff turns, plays this to the near boards, gets a little bit of help down the rail with it from Vandervoort. Back into the corner it goes. And it'll be cut off on the way out by Edina. Now Henches will regroup and retreat in his own zone as he looks to the right. Turns back the other way to the left. Goes glass to Sexton and out. Ooh, that's textbook there. Here comes Vandervoort across the line. And that one is going to be thwarted at the slot area. Back up to the line with 2:34 to go in the period. Whitliff plays it down the rail. Sexton was there as well. Ooh, he gets it to the slot area. Sexton, now it's going to be defensed neatly there and turned up ice by O'Connell. Nice job by him. Content to play to neutral as Worst will gather in. Slapped off his stick there to the corner it goes by Tomczyk. And now it's going to be picked up by Edina, played back up to the right wing. Morgan on that pass has bumped off the boards. Clark stood up on the play. Dahl. Wyzetta to center. Streeter was there. Now it's going to be regrouped by Lesser as he plays it over to right. Ahead he goes up to the right wing for Matson. Into the Edina zone. Streeter poke checked away from him by Worst, who gets the stick in between the wickets. Makes it difficult on him. Now the 2-on-2 battle as Dahl jumps in there as well along with Matson. And we're going to have a little rest break here. Wyzetta comes out of the back of the net. Great battle there. Picked off at center. Once again, it's Lesser to play that right back into Edina territory. It's Worst. Worst behind the net. Worked up the wall by Morgan. That one's blocked. Again, another shot. There's a quick one. Ooh, that one doesn't get through. 2 attempts in a row there by Johnny Hendrickson of Wyzetta as we're under 1 minute in the period. Worst. This has been a sizzling fast first period. That gets through everyone. We'll see if that has enough for an ice. No, back the other way it goes. It's going to be Wyzetta to regroup with Reese Gardner. Off the boards to Satine. Looks back right into the Wyzetta zone as they'll regroup out of the corner with McCollins with 40 to go in the period. Left wing pass. Look out. That's going to be a man that's sprung. That's O'Connell. Looks to the slot area. Busy stick there poked away by Edina's Schneider. And here they come back out of the zone. It's Henches with it. Across the line. He's going to follow it in back into the corner. Throws the body there, the big frame. Wraparound attempt in front. They're going to go high in the air. Does not. Oh, it does hit the ceiling with 13.9 to go. We'll see if we catch that one up off the ceiling. Here you'll see Henches from the corner there. Oh, we didn't quite see that. His brother on camera was too busy watching the forecheck. Just kidding. Joey Henches, of course, running the camera here. It came right down there off the ceiling. It barely clipped it. Brings the faceoff inside. With 12 seconds to go, a redirect misses the mark. That's a very critical faceoff there. Statine keeps it with the feet. With 3 seconds to go to the near boards. Looks like Wyzetta's going to take the 1-0 lead into the break here after one. It's been a good one so far, as advertised right here at the EdinaHockeyAssociation.com. It's the Tradition Edina Invitational Tournament presented by Tradition Companies. You can find them at traditionco.com. With a quick rest break, and here we go. Period number 2. Edina now in front. Clark, oh, what a save there. Great chance. Take a look at this one on replay. Ingeman once again makes a terrific save here. Catch us up in real time. We'll slow it down right here for you. Clark, Ingeman holds his ground. Nice work there. I just took care of my boy Bill Dahl. Sent him the feed so it could be sent across the way. Sorry for the absence. Maybe you liked it. Let the picture tell the story. Enough of this. I need me babbling at you all night. I know. Back up to the line. There's a wrister. Stick save by Edina's Liam Seebeck. Cut off. Nice little read there. Wayzata doing a nice job in the passing lanes. Edina, though, has been solid in transition. Andor gets away from a check, looks out front. They've been good in the offensive zone, spreading out, working a lot of the triangle action. Back in across the line. Streeter back in off the glass again. That's what Edina's been doing, chipping the glass and getting numbers. Andor holds it, shoots, rebound. Ingeman the save, scores! Oh, it started with an Andor shot, and then it was helter-skelter for the rebound. As Edina knocks it up at one. There's Andor, walks in, lets it go. Sexton was there. Vandervoort. I think Vandervoort's going to get credit for that marker right there. Now we're new at 2. Hench is back in behind his own net. Outlets to the left wing side. Held in at the line by Morey. And the Trojans muscle that one to the high slot. They'll snap that one. Blocker pad save. Nice job by Seebeck as he hangs on. The faceoff will come up to his right. I guess it was Sexton that got it off the back end there as it was dribbling through the goaltender's wickets. So Vandervoort and Andor get the first and second assists on that one. Left wing on the breakout they go. Dahl looked like he was going to be off to the races. Clark was there. They play that one ahead. Johnson gets a stick on that one. It's Whitleff to play that one in behind the Wayzata zone as they retreat and regroup. Pass to the near side for Carlson. Supporting his own pass there was O'Connell. And they're going to be just offside at the line. These two teams are bringing great pace to this hockey game so far. Tip of the cap to our Robin Cook, who's been on the public address for 44 games of this tournament. 44 games sitting down by the cold boards. You got to love this game. Henches plays it down to the glove. Ooh, no contact there from Wayzata stick. And the hand pass will take the face off outside. Hench is in the linesman. The linesman took his number as they jammed up in the neutral zone. Stopped the linesman in his tracks. Left wing side. Stettin back in behind his net. There's Dahl now. Puck will be rung around the right wing boards. Up high it goes to the line with Lesser. He'll play that one back in behind the net. Dahl finds Johnson. Nice breakout. Knew right where he was. Clark takes the pass. That's Adam Thielen. I guess I'm going to say that's Case Keenum to Thielen for those of you that are still feeling it and bitter from the other day. Back in across the line. O'Connell plays it to the near boards. Help to center. Here comes Andor. This kid can snipe. Looks in front to the slot for Vandervoort. Sexton comes over. That's knocked away from him. Worst gains and checkered. Plays in deep. Edina now touches up. And in for the forecheck they go as it's going to be right back in behind his own net. Hits his man with it on the way out. Plays it back in behind for McCollins. And now it's going to be Vandervoort again. McCollins with it. Puts on the brakes. He guides that one ahead for Streeter. Off the boards. Morgan will chase this one to the corner. Gets a little bit of help from Worst. And now it's Andor for Vandervoort. 3-on-2. Send that one in. They get the change as it's going to come to the near side as Wyzetta's Gardner will look to skate this one up. That's off, and Edina set of wickets there. That's Fritz. And now it's Nave with it back into the corner. Whitleff fights off the forecheck. A couple of Edina sticks are there. We'll kick this one to the near boards. Fritz comes away with it. Looks up ice. Try to work that one through a few people to Schneider as now it's going to be regrouped in their own zone. Gardner bothered by Schneider. Ferris is there, back to the corner, 9:32 to go in the period. Bodies are flying around out there as it's Gearin now. Long pass, Henches steps into his man. That was Cashin Nave. He has his team's goal. Sexton has the goal for Edina. It's going to be back up ice with Whitleff. Stopped in front of the bench area, but that's going to be picked up and played through anyway by Ferris. As Edina gets the offensive zone face-off coming up here in the second period with 9:10 to go in it. Icing the call, we'll bring it right back. Clark now behind the net. He's looking for Dahl. Oh, nearly turned over there, but nice recovery by Morey. As this one comes up to the left wing side, but Hornets busy with the sticks. Clark was there. And Stettin plays that to safety for Johnson to send that one in for Edina as they're going to change on the fly. Whitleff plays that up through the right wing side. Andor down the line. It's had a nice tempo and flow. Mentioned that in the first period. Picked up where we left off here in the second. Try to find the feed to the slot area. Whitleff shot. Misses the mark. Vandervoort back up to the line. Worst with the wrister. That's deflected wide of the mark, and it's going to be Morey to play this. Whitleff gets it back. Ooh, a redirect. Oh! Nice save there by Ingeman off the redirect. Out of the air from Andor. Vandervoort goes down. Andor slides over. Puck goes back to center. Back onto a Wyzetta stick as they're going to work to the left wing side with Carlson. Looks to the slot area. In front was Streeter. and played back in behind. Streeter now has it. Edina player down on the knees. It's Whitliff. He gets back up. 2-on-2 to the corner. Rung around to the left side. Whitliff plays that in the air. Stopped at the line. Vandervoort kicks that over to the left. Whitliff, oh, look at that. He has some energy in on goal. Oh, he gets brought down. Penalty coming up. Delayed. Oh, and Dandor goes on. Do we have two? We'll see if they've got the courage to call two. He probably won't, but. Then here comes the other one right there. Official basically looks up at the Edina fans and says, I gave you one, don't get greedy. Face-off win. Oh, Clark tried to put the rebound through. That gets through the skates at center, at the line of Stettin, as they're going to play this one back into the corner. Puck will be played to the right side of the right shot. Henches gobbles that one up, plays for Clark. And now into the corner it goes. Clark gets it back. Looks back up to Henches, who has a bomb. Plays this back over for Clark. He's going to walk this one down low. He's going to try and take it to the can. No way, says the big defenseman Logan Wright. Henches' shot's blocked. There's Stettin, backdoor for Clark. Tried to put that one through, but it's been defensed neatly here. Very active is Wyzetta. Clark back up for Henches. Back over to the left side, Stettin. All the way through to Clark. Back up high slot. That one's blocked. Stettin's going to have to hustle this one down from the corner. Nice work there to get away from that check. Stettin now walks along the goal line. 57 to go in the man advantage. Wyzetta will win that race. Play it to center. They have a man on the near side. Edina quickly gets out of the zone. Henches stepped up to try to make the play. It hops his stick as he backpedals into the zone. Looks for Clark. And Clark will work this one away, back from right to left. Now Clark across the line. Stays on the puck behind the net. Finds Johnson. Back up for Wurst. Wurst with it now, surveys. Sends that one through. That's to the corner. Handled by Gardner. Dahl slaps that out of the air. Gardner steps up. Has that poked off his stick. 15 to go in the man advantage. Now it's Wurst. Bothered on the play. Nice escape out of that check from Tomczyk. Wurst chucks some sauce to the far side for Sexton. Vandervoort to the line. Now it's going to be Morgan down to Vandervoort. That one misses the mark on the ice. Steps Lesser. It's 5-on-5. 4:50 to go in the period. Back in behind again. They'll walk through not a lot of real estate. There's blue, gold, and white everywhere. Now they'll try to play this one through. Jam it up the wall. Nothing doing there. Forward checking is Sexton. Now it's Andor down on his man. Andor tries to stay through that one. Sexton was there. Vandervoort as well. Held in at the line. And Wyzetta now. That's cut off. Andor once again in front of the bench area. Gets jammed on the play. And Tomczyk plays that to the line, but not in the zone. Streeter gets it deep. And he'll try to go to work now with 4:07 to go in the period. Gearin is there. He's going to try to work his way through the Edina defense. It was Wurst that pinned his man up, and he gets it back. Wurst ahead for Vandervoort. Edina's all about the chip and the chase, and they do it quite well. Delayed penalty coming up on the hook. Blocker pad save, and a good one there. Edina controls again, and that's going to bring about the whistle. We'll see if we can catch that infraction here. It's a little late. So Edina will get to work the power play once again. With 3:41 to go, they've started to mount a lead in the shots on goal category at 16-7. Henches from the right side, lets one go. That one through Fritz. Edina once again finds Fritz off the end side of the net. Nice job to close on that one. Schneider comes along and finds Fritz back in the corner. Fritz again. Nice battle out of the corner there. Wants to work the give and go as they are hounded by a very aggressive PK by the Wayzata Trojans. Schneider now has Whitliff up high. Nice job to get away from his man. Henches drops down. Now it's going to be Schneider again to the corner. That one misses the mark. Up to the line. Whitliff has it. Boy, they're staying up really tight on the D-men. Whitliff, they're with the good give and go. This is really good thinking here on this power play and really aggressive penalty kills. Very effective for Wayzata. It's great hockey across the board. Very impressed. Ferris now. Rister hits traffic on its way through. Fritz now back out of the corner. They're going to change the defensive pairing as Dahl comes out and Stettin joins the fray. That's off his skate. Nice job on the patience there in transition for John Matson. And now they'll play to center with 40 to go. And they get the nice tip from center to get that one into Edina territory. Now Clark leaves off for Johnson for Clark. Ooh, they're dangerous. Ooh, he wanted the short side, and Edina fans saw that hit the side of the net, but it was the outside on the short angle there. We play on. Morgan now, power play for 16. Stettin, the clapper, misses the mark. And out of the corner they'll go with McCollins to play this to the line. Held in by Morgan. And again, it's going to be gathered in at center by Stettin. Dahl will watch this one. Wayzata kills their second penalty off as it's worked out of the zone by Reese Gardner as he finds his man in motion. That's Nave with it as he's bothered on the play. A couple of 12s with Stettin coming in. Johnson back in behind the net. And that's played back up to the right wing side by Edina. Nice job to come across for Carlson. Poked off his stick. Vandervoort can't get there as the outstretched stick of Reese Gardner pokes that into the corner with 1:07 to go in the second period. Off the boards, through center, no ice on the play. It's not going to have enough juice. Wayzata has Gardner with it. He's jammed on the play. The forecheck from Edina has been incredibly effective, just like that right there. Andor stays on it. He goes down from his derriere, tries to find Vandervoort. And now it's played off the boards, held in at the line worst. A quick wrist shot, steered aside by Ingeman. Now Andor with it from the corner. Taken away by Wayzata as they're going to race up ice with this. They'll chip that one ahead. So they're trying to find O'Connell. No icing. Oh, yep, let's say icing on the play. 29.1 to go in the second period. Shots on goal are 18-7 in favor of Edina. Nice check at center ice there. That was Whitliff. Now Fritz is going to try to bulldoze his way down the line. Watches that one to the corner as that was Ferris there. He wins the battle. Nice stick to get in there. Fritz again. Worst will pinch with 4 seconds. Ooh, they got a break there. Did Edina? Streeter could have been off to the races. That's going to do it for the period. And there you have it. We're tied at 1. Wayzata and Edina. And a terrific hockey game here from Braemar Arena.
Really, I've been in the mortgage banking business really ever since I got out of college, and it became really apparent to me early that to me, I really want to work with my family and friends and just people that were close to me. So really, when we started Tradition back in '98, the whole business model was, really doing business with your friends and family and members of the community. So supporting youth athletics is just kind of a natural outflow of that. And certainly for me, I've been fortunate that I've been able to grow up playing sports, my entire, youth, high school, and college career. So to me, it's just fun to be able to continue to be involved. For me, it's just again feeling like you're a big part of the community. It's kind of moving forward a little bit. Again, I've benefited from being given the opportunity to play sports and do all the things I wanted to do when I was younger. So to be able to be in a position to contribute back is great. And Edina has been my home for the last 20 years. So especially the youth activities and tournaments that are going on in Edina really is it's pretty special for me to be able to help out. From a community standpoint, I think certainly supporting the high school holiday tournament, it's great. There's a lot of history there. Growing up in Minnesota and playing high school sports, it was always really a special treat when we got to cross the river and come up and play Edina. Look forward to trying to beat them. Oftentimes we were unsuccessful. Every once in a while we snuck out a victory, but just to be in the Braemar Arena and be part of that experience and see the tradition, signs up in there and be part of that, it's pretty cool. So certainly for me, sponsoring the high school holiday tournament is great. But beyond that, also being the lead sponsor of the Edina Youth Hockey Association is a really big deal, with it being, really known as the largest and most successful, youth hockey association in the nation. To be a big supporter of that is really it's a special deal.
So now, what's you got a squad working out back here?
Yeah, this is the elite U15A Green Edina squad. One of the best youth girls hockey teams in the nation. Perennial powerhouse.
And you're the coach, you're part of it.
Years. Yeah, I've been fortunate enough to be involved with the U15 level for the last 6 years. I've had a chance to coach my 3 daughters, one of which has moved on to college. He's playing at Middlebury College out in Vermont, and then I have twin sophomore girls that are playing for the high school team this year. So it's been a special experience, but it's a great age, great coaching, despite them shooting pucks at me. It's a great level. You really get a chance to see some great players, and really the U15 team has become a feeder system for not only Edina varsity, but several of the private schools around. So just really a fun chance to get to coach some great kids.
Here we go, third period action. Nothing's been solved between these two teams. It's funny, when you put the cup on the line, suddenly it gets defensive. So they had a ton of goals in their last two affairs. We'll see. It's been very close to the vest here tonight so far. As once again, it'll be Wayzata from left to right in their navy blue uniforms. Edina working their white, green, and gold. Worst for Johnson. Nice little sauce ahead for Dahl. His wrister steered out of there by Ingeman. If this one's tied after regulation, there'd be a 5-minute overtime period, sudden death. If that's not solved, then we go into the shootout. 3 players, then sudden death, and that one's going to be covered up by Seebeck in goal. So Chaska-Chan were just terrific in winning by a score of 7-0 over Minnetonka, avenging a loss earlier in the Pee Wee AA division. In the pool play, they lost by a score of 5-3 to Minnetonka. Had nothing to do with that in the championship game and go on to capture that. Then in the Bantam single, I was in Pee Wee AA. Bantam single A was captured by Rogers with a 3-2 win. Nail biter against Osseo Maple Grove. And then it was this one right here for the Bantam AA. A clean sweep on Sunday of the other championship games. Edina Green, I believe it was, if my memory serves me correct, won the Pee Wee B1. Edina won the Pee Wee A. I think it was Edina White on the Bantam B1 side of the ledger. Now Andor takes it from the slot area for Edina. Batted out of the air. Nice job by Reese Gardner. And puck now at center. Andor lifts the stick. Sexton comes up on Gardner, who plays that in. Whitliff will gather it in. Doesn't like what he sees. Plays that one right up off the bench area. And that one's going to be whistled down for an offside. Or they're going to bring it inside the Edina zone as it went out of play. Off the boards, high in the air it goes. Schneider, Ferris, across the line. Good to see Jeff Johnson is here. Watching the Bantam AA edition. He said he wants color, but I've only got one headset. And you'd be kissing me if you weren't, so we're good here.
You know, we're not kissing tonight.
Yeah, we're not. We're good.
I love you
too,
I
buddy.
don't love you that much.
Awesome stuff, buddy. Happy New Year. Thank you. Of course, Jeff, the coach of the Pee Wee AA edition. They played in the third place game earlier today. They fell victim to that juggernaut Chaska-Chan edition, 7-3 yesterday in the semifinal round. We'll face it off inside the Wayzata zone. Engelman gets some company. Edina with a 19-7 shot on goal advantage. Johnson now guides that back in behind the net. Morey is there. Outlets to the left wing. Swatted at. Johnson now, nice work there by Morey to stay on that puck as he's cut off on the play, and a penalty coming up. This one will be on Edina, and we'll get to see the Wayzata power play employed. First penalty of the game taken by Edina. You'll see it coming off toward the top of your screen there. And here we go out of the zone. Kind of can opener action there. And to the bin goes A.J. Dahl. You see him there. Wide of Ingeman goes the puck. It's going to be O'Connell back in behind his net. Up the left wing side, Streeter Leaves to the line, they'll walk, they'll hold, they'll shoot. Ooh, nice stick save there. Referee thought that one went into the goaltender's equipment, blew the whistle. And we'll face off. 1:41 of power play time here for Wayzata. 11:56 to go in the third. By the way, if you're a high school hockey fan, on the mnhockey.tv, official home of Edina High School boys and girls, Minnetonka, Eden Prairie, Benilde St. Margaret's, and the Academy of Holy Angels. We've got Minnetonka hosting Benilde St. Margaret's in what's going to be a dandy. Ooh, that one goes up off the arm. They'll go high up top to the line again. Gardner off to the left side. Steered aside once again by Seebeck. And they'll take it back up to the line. Quick, crisp puck movement here. O'Connell, you can hear it right through our ice mic. Holding. Nope, nothing there. Back up high they go with Gardner. Shot was blocked by Sexton. And now it's Henches to rip that one, but right into the feet. Nice play by Nave to make it. There's a shot, save, rebound. Puck's loose off the side of the goal. Ooh, lots of tension on that opportunity. Up high to the line, Gardner. They wanted the one-timer, couldn't get it, had to pull it off the skates. Instead, the big Karam back into the center ice area as we'll regroup all the way down into Wayzata territory with 32 to go in the power play and 10:45 to go in the period. Clark, ooh, nearly made the play, and he could have been off to the races. Now Wayzata will regroup. Down in front of the penalty box area it goes, as it's going to be Worst that steps up. Clark now comes away with it across the line. Here's Clark as he's going to let a shot go. You can hear that one off the glass. And the Karam will take it south to the left wing side. Johnny Hendrickson through center. Finds it ahead for O'Connell. It's chipped off his stick. That by Edina's Henry Whitliff and out of play as they kill the penalty with 10:14 to go here in the third period. All games have been completed here at the Tradition Edina Invitational, the 50th anniversary of this celebrated tournament at Braemar Arena. One-timer. This is the last one to be solved here. Then in a week, we're going to be back at it with Junior Gold B and U16 of the John E. Ryman tournament. We'll finish it up with the Bob O'Connor tournament as well later on in February. Puck is rotated over to the left side. Shots blocked off a pair of skates, sent off the boards. There's a quick shot again that's steered to the near boards. Nice job by the goaltender Seebeck to put that where it needed to go. Sexton wins the stick battle with Wright and pokes that one into the corner. From the corner, it's Lesser to ring it back into the corner, but that's cut off on the forecheck. Wayzata's had themselves with the power play. That hasn't hurt as well, but a really nice start to this period. Mirrors that of the start of the game. They really had the quick jump. Then Edina kind of settled in and started getting things done along the way. And now here we are in the third period where it's anybody's hockey game. It's pretty obvious to say that these two teams most likely could be seeing each other again. A lot of the top teams. The only one missing here at the Bantam AA level was Osseo Maple Grove. So it's been a pretty good testament of where these teams stand here at the about midway point of the season. Schneider is there. Over to Henches across center. Off the end boards, Ferris takes the Karam back in behind. Puck will ring itself to the left wing side for Tomzik. Look for Streeter, and that's going to work its way into the Edina zone for an icing call with 8:49 to go here in the third. Don't look now, but the faithful here at Braemar Arena in Edina are doing their version of jump around. Oh my goodness. They actually kind of are from their seats. Can tell who the Badgers fans are. Morgan gets off the stick of Dahl, and now it's going to be turned back up ice by Matson. Matson works it to the outside. Quickly, it's played off the boards to the near wing. That by Johnson. Gardner He's had a lot of time on the puck here tonight. Now O'Connell takes over. Goes back to the left wing side. That hits a player. Turned over to Dahl. Quick snapper in on goal, as that one is stopped by the goaltender, Will Ingeman. We'll see the turnover here and the opportunity for Dahl. Not a bad play if you can get that thing frozen up. Shot on goal never hurts. You're basically 1-on-2. Henches tried to get the big reach there. O'Connell comes away with it, checked by Stettin. Slashing penalty is going to be called on Edina's Sexton, as we'll get to see Wayzata go back on the power play. We'll see this infraction as it occurred. There's the check by Stettin. Puck squirts free. 1-2, couple of chops, and that does it right there. Good to see Matt Harrington's in the house. Wrapped up. Who won the third place game over there? Who won the third place game? Score? 5-3? 5-4 Rosemont. We'll see you on Wednesday night at Minnetonka. Or check that, Thursday night from the Pagel Activity Center. Matt Harrington, of course, the budding young star broadcaster who was taking charge over on the South Rink for the third place games. Did 6 of those for us this weekend. Called a couple of games at the Tradition in the Park Holiday Classic. Back up to the line it goes. It's going to be O'Connell the turn. Plays that one off the glass. Henches chops at that one. Sexton plays the body down on his man. Carlson. Have a man sagging down. That was O'Connell. And that's picked up off the end boards and sent right back into Wayzata territory with 1:12 to go. Too much, though. And icing is the call. Try to place that one in there. It's almost like curling these days at the youth level. Not sure what I think of that rule. I'm sure everybody has opinions. I mean, I get the idea, but then on the same token, it's kind of ruins the flow of the game because it's just how we've played it for so long. Doesn't mean change is bad, but my jury is still out. Lesser, not that that matters. Lesser now gets it top of the umbrella to the near side for O'Connell. He'll get that back for Lesser. Quick shot that misses the mark. The big carom's going to work its way back up to the near boards. Nice check by Clark. Finished O'Connell, which forced a turnover, and Andor is bringing some serious heat on the forecheck. 35 to go in the power play for Wayzata. Still tied at 1. Clock is ticking down now to 6:25 to go. O'Connell leaves that one over for Lesser, who lifts that one up and plays it back into the Edina zone for Clark. Clark chips the boards to the near side, and Edina will get called for an icing call. 14 to go on the power play. And back down to Liam Seebeck's left we go. Ooh, look at the linesmen. They're going with the 2-puck system. Back in behind the net. Controlled by Wayzata's Matson. Up to the line. There's a shot that's deflected wide. Up in the air it goes. The 2-puck system really means that one guy has the puck in the pocket. They both do. And they don't run it back and forth. But here's the only problem. Does the puck stay cold, and why do we put him on ice? And it's a championship game. Matson's shot. Ooh, he wanted to go up high to the far side. Fritz is checked on the play. Quick shot. That one up high off the glass. Ferris now at center. Schneider comes away with it across the line. Loads it up. Blocker pad save made by Ingeman. And a rebound there that's played now to the corner off the right side of the cage with 5:15 to go. up high in the air. That hits the ceiling as well. Whitleff plays it to the far corner. Clark tries to cycle. Now it's going to be O'Connell who comes away with it. Held in at the line. Clark goes down on the play, and it's poked back into the center ice area. Henches keeps it at the line, but it's going to be gathered in by Nave in front of the bench area. Now Clark will play this one back into the corner. Gardner rings that one through to Whitleff off the boards. Now Henches makes a move and plays it to the corner. Johnson cycles back for Clark. Looked up to Whitleff. Nice job by Clark to elude the forecheck. 4:20, or the check from the defenseman, rather. 4:20 to go now in the period. Rung around the wall. Carlson is there. Watched by Clark, but they're going to flip this one up high in the air. Swatted away. Puck is still loose. And to the corner, it's Whitleff who plays it off the boards for Johnson. Up high in the air. Does it have enough? Clark's going to try and win the race to the puck to the corner. He won't get there, as icing will be your call. One misses the mark. Back up to the line it goes for Lesser. Now it's Edina out of the zone. Morgan kisses the top of the glass. No icing on the play. They're good on that one. Vandervoort to the corner. He comes together with Lesser. Now there's some help too with Edina down off the wall. Played up to the right wing side. Now it's Matson. Sent it on goal. Nice save by Ingeman. Shots on goal are 22-14 as Wayzata's really chipped into that 18-7 margin Edina had at the end of the second period. So they've had themselves a nice third. Streeter now back in behind the net. He's going to be jammed by Wurst off the corner. Edina with good D-zone coverage. They'll try to poke that one through. Ooh, there's a major scramble. Puck's loose. Does the goalie have it? No, it's still loose. He thought he had it. Now Andor pokes it to the corner. Worst. Now Andor plays up to his man. It hits him. Now they hit Andor on the way out. Finally to center it goes. There's a possible one-on-one. Sexton, good recognition there. Makes the play as he comes together with Matson. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Back in across the line, sent into the corner by Osberg as it's going to be Henches ahead to Fritz. They'll turn this, nope, they're going to turn that one back across the neutral zone as that one's going to be laid back in behind. O'Connell. They go east-west in their own zone. That's deflected back into Edina territory as it's going to be Sexton. Now Schneider swatted toward the line. That gets over the stick of Morey as he's watched on the play by Ferris. Morey once again, nice job to counter back in behind the net. And a quick move by Nave as he's going to work it through center. Lost the handle for a moment there. Worst takes the opportunistic moment there. They chip the glass and back into Wayzata's territory it goes for an icing call with 1:32 to go in the third period. Face-off win. Gardner's shot stopped by the stick of A.J. Dahl. Gets away from a check. Johnson steps up. Long pass there. That by Whitliff. Look out, they got numbers down low. Ooh, near chance there. 1:12 to go in the third period. This is getting to that sudden death time right now even. Now it's going to be Wyzetta with it. That's Max McCollins. Plays this one in wide of the mark. It's going to be Worst. Worst bothered on the play. Wow, could we have overtime here in our final game of the tournament? That would be something. This has been a great hockey game between these two teams. Worst is working on two men off the corner. Somehow comes away with it, plays it ahead for Clark. Clark is 2-on-2, he's got Johnson. Clark cuts toward his left, Johnson to the net. Clark from the corner, shallow angle. He catches Ingeman with that one as he makes a nice save and sees that one all the way in. You'll see this in real time right now. Here comes Clark. Nice job by Johnson just to go straight down and try to get the screen there. So 35.7 to go in the third. Back behind the net. They'll ring the boards. Stettin will hustle over to the right side, sends a shot toward traffic off the side of the net by Gardner. Gardner plays the boards up high. Morgan gets a stick on that. Ooh, got the skate to keep that one from being trouble. Left wing side for O'Connell. Back in behind. They'll play the body there. Look out, there's a shot. They load up. That might have hit Seebeck on the way in as that one goes up off the netting. Goodness. You'll watch his chance as this evolves off the end boards. Stettin throws the body, then it comes up high, the quick wrister, and up and out of play it goes. Walker pad save. Seebeck makes it, now to the boards. Andor pokes it through center. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have overtime. We'll take a quick rest break, and when we come back, we'll be facing it off for you here from Braemar Arena. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Overtime is standing right before us here. It's going to be a 5-minute sudden death. Overtime, 4-on-4 format. And then if that's not decided, we go to a 3-on-3 shootout. Looks like it'll be O'Connell who's going to lean in to take the draw. Streeter joins him up front. Dahl for Edina. He has Schneider out there with him as well. Gardner, who has logged some major ice time and done a terrific job back on the blue line. Now O'Connell tries to make the move through center as he backpedals and plays this one in front of the bench area. And back is Gardner to regroup in his own zone. Worst takes that from Whitleff. Nice job to bat that out of the air by Schneider. He has Dahl at the line. In on goal, Ingeman the save. Oh, the puck trickles wide of the mark. Streeter comes away with it from the corner, gets away from Schneider. You can't lose a man 4-on-4, it becomes ugly. It's 2-on-3 though, as 3 Hornet players are across the line. Looked into the glove there by Seebeck, and the clubs will change after the first 55 seconds. Shots on goal read 24-17, Edina. Really nice crowd here at Braemar Arena. Thanks to all of you for joining us here today at the EdinaHockeyAssociation.com. That's off Johnson's boot. Now they're going to play this to the right wing side. Putting on the brakes for Edina there was Jimmy Clark. Up and out of play it goes. We'll face off once again at the center ice dot. Clark fights his way through it. Lesser was there. Clark now up to the line. Morgan gets it. Lets a shot go, but got to give a lot of credit there to Andrew Streeter. He didn't bite on anything. And when you see this, Morgan might have had a little bit of a play down the right side. You'll see here as the escape. He gets it there, maybe boom, right there to the high slot. But again, there's another player that had a stick right in that passing lane, which made things a little bit interesting for the Hornets. Good defensive zone coverage there by the Trojans for sure. Back up through the neutral zone now. It's going to be Morey with it. He's going to leave that one off and get it back from O'Connell. Morey leaves that one up. Johnson touches over to the right wing side. And it's going to be Clark with it. He tries to play that through a pair of skates rather. He has Johnson in front. Puck rolls wide of the mark. And here comes Wyzetta with 3:12 to go. O'Connell has Streeter on the left side. These two double shifted. They went to him to open, and they're back out again. Back up to the line. There's a snapper traffic. Nice job there. The Osberg shot was read in by the Edina goaltender. Now Edina on the move as they'll work this one through center ice. Henches jams down low, the defenseman. Comes away with it, plays that one up to the line. He's going to get it back. He's got a howitzer if he lets it go. Instead goes to the near side. He'll get it back up high. Everybody wants him to shoot it. He does. That one's blocked. Gets the big reach and pokes it to the corner as it's Andor. Henches to the bench and now onto the ice. Steps Morgan as he guides his man Whitliff over to the right side. 2:15 to go in the period. Streeter is there. Set up back behind by Seebeck. Here comes Edina. Morgan with it. Across the line. Looks outside. His shot scores! Oh, it's Caden Morgan with the game winner as the celly is on for Edina. As he rushes this one up the left wing side, we'll pick him up right there. As there he finds the opening and buries it into the back of the net. Edina goes on to a win in overtime by a score of 2-1. What a hockey game here from Braemar Arena. 2:02 showing on the clock. Edina and Wyzetta in an absolute classic matchup here. Two really good hockey teams. Absolutely fantastic. Youth hockey in Minnesota couldn't be better, and if you were just coming into this game, it was an absolute terrific goal scored by Caden Morgan as he goes short side up top to ice this one for Edina in overtime. Only 3 goals scored between these two teams, and we're expecting to see a ton more here of their previous matchups of 6-5 and 6-4. But this being the second game of the tournament for the day of the tournament for them, that obviously could have had something to do with it too. We will take it downstairs now for a quick award ceremony as the second place team, Wayzata, will pick up their trophy and their medals. Meanwhile, Edina will be awarded their trophy, medals, and championship hats. There it is, the Edina Bantam AA team, the champions of the 50th Edina Invitational Tournament. It's been a while since an Edina Bantam AA team has been able to capture this championship trophy, and they do it in dramatic fashion. Caden Morgan buries short-side shelf in overtime with 2 minutes and 2 seconds remaining on it. Edina outshoots Wayzata 25-18. They're collecting tournament championship trophies with impressive fashion here, and they have nothing but good things to look forward to. Wayzata as well. These two teams could very well be seeing each other way on down the road here later on in March. I'm sure we're all well aware of that. Thanks for joining us here today at the EdinaHockeyAssociation.com. The final score is Edina 2 and Wayzata 1. For our camera operator, Joey Henches, I'm Pete Wagner. Good night, everybody.